Have you ever gazed up at a towering lighthouse and felt a sense of mystery and adventure? These iconic structures have long captured our imaginations with their striking architecture and role in protecting seafarers. But some lighthouses are more than just functional beacons. They're breathtaking works of art nestled in spectacular coastal settings. In this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of 7 lighthouses that should be at the top of your bucket list, not just for their beauty and history, but also for the jaw-dropping scenery surrounding them. From the rugged coasts of Ireland to the shores of an ancient sea in Turkey, these lighthouses will ignite your wanderlust and leave you dreaming of ocean vistas. Alright, our first stop is truly in the middle of nowhere. Calor Lighthouse sits on a remote bluff on the island of Kalsoy, one of the rugged Faroe Islands located halfway between Iceland and Norway in the North Atlantic. The second you lay eyes on this place, you'll understand why locals call it the edge of the world. Massive sea cliffs plunge straight into the ocean surrounding the lighthouse, and all you see for miles are rolling emerald hills and valleys. It's like medieval Iceland meets the Scandinavian wilderness. The lighthouse itself has stood watch over these storms since 1893, its beam cutting through the misty skies to help sailors find safe harbor. It's highly recommended to visit around sunrise or sunset. The play of light across the water and hills is simply magical. Just be prepared for an adventurous 40-minute hike over a rough trail to reach the isolated viewpoint. But don't worry, the rewarding natural scenery makes every step worth it. Perched on a pier stretching into glittering Lake Constance, the Ringa Lighthouse has been guiding boats through these waters since 1856. What you'll find so fascinating is that this lighthouse replaced an even older beacon dating back to the 12th century. Can you imagine how many centuries of maritime history it's witnessed? For just a couple euros, you can climb its spiral staircase all the way to the lantern room for panoramic views spanning across 3 countries. Be sure to spend some time admiring the regal Lion of Bavaria statue located beside the lighthouse as well. He's been guarding this harbor town of Lindau just as faithfully. Wander through the charming cobblestone streets filled with colorful architecture too. It's no wonder this idyllic place has captured the attention of so many artists. Before you go, it's highly recommended that you treat yourself to a scenic lake ferry ride. You'll gain a whole new appreciation for spotting the lighthouse from offshore. One of the most impressive landmarks you'll ever lay eyes on. Welcome to the Tower of Hércules in A Coruña, Spain. And get this, it's considered the oldest working lighthouse in the entire world. Can you believe this beautiful beacon has been standing guard since the 2nd century AD? This lighthouse is the world's only working Roman lighthouse and has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2009. The tower offers guided tours and is a popular tourist site due to its outstanding historical value and interest. Visit the lighthouse in the late afternoon so you can begin your climb just in time for sunset. Slowly twisting your way up the stone staircase, you'll be treated to epic 360-degree views of the wild Atlantic coastline. No wonder ancient sailors trusted this sturdy tower to guide them home. After soaking up the scenic vistas, head into A Coruña's historic center, filled with medieval architecture, tapas bars, and museums exploring Galician culture. Did you know the official name actually comes from a Greek myth? As the story goes, Hercules built the lighthouse after one of his 12 labors. Pretty neat, huh? So don't just see the tower, immerse yourself in the rich history it has witnessed. The Golden Light Show alone is worth a visit. Perched on a rocky outcrop along the northeastern coast of England, St. Marys Lighthouse is considered one of the most picturesque lighthouses in the United Kingdom. The striking red and white striped tower has become an iconic landmark that is frequently photographed for travel publications and advertisements. For just 3.30 euros, visitors can climb to the top of the lighthouse and take in panoramic views of the surrounding coastline and beaches. The vantage point from the top provides a peaceful and silent spot to admire the rugged cliffs and take photos. Even if you don't make the climb, St. Mary's Lighthouse is a beautiful and photographic spot to visit along the English coast. Cape Ringa Lighthouse is truly a sight to behold. Located at the very northern tip of New Zealand's North Island, this iconic lighthouse stands tall above the crashing waves of the Tasman Sea. From its peak, you can take in breathtaking panoramic views all the way up and down the coast. The Cape is a special place for the local Maori people, believed to be the departure point for souls as they complete their journey. No wonder it's considered such a spiritual place. The lighthouse was first built back in 1935 and today guides ships safely into the harbors. It's still manned and takes quite an effort to maintain in the rugged seaside environment. When you visit, don't forget your camera. The lighthouse's dramatic setting against the natural scenery and crashing surf is just breathtaking. It really is worth the journey north to experience this special place. Our next stop takes us to the wild northern coast of Ireland. Set along the Fad Peninsula, overlooking Mulroy Bay, the Fad Lighthouse has vigilantly watched over these stormy waters since 1817. Just imagining the shipwrecks and daring rescues it's borne witness to over 2 centuries gives me chills. We can't recommend spending your afternoon hiking the rugged coastal cliffs surrounding the lighthouse enough. You'll be rewarded with the most breathtaking panoramas of surf-battered rocks and cerulean seas stretching endlessly towards the horizon. Did you know that the lighthouse's dramatic scenery inspired famous authors like F. Scott Fitzgerald? After a day exploring the shoreline, nothing warms the soul like a crackling fire at a traditional Irish B&B. I'd highly suggest settling in for the night at one of the cottage accommodations scattered along the peninsula. You'll wake up to the best views of the towering lighthouse beam cutting through the morning mist. Doesn't that sound like the perfect way to experience the wild beauty and history of this remote corner of the Emerald Isle? Our tour concludes with a visit to a truly special place located right where 2 continents intersect. Looming majestically in the waters of Istanbul's Bosphorus Strait, Maiden's Tower sits precisely on the border between Europe and Asia. Built as far back as the 4th century AD, this historic landmark now houses a restaurant where you can enjoy views of the bustling city alongside live Turkish folk music. I'd recommend timing your visit for sunset to watch the pinkish hues wash over the minarets and marble domes. Be sure to also spend time exploring the iconic sites near the tower, like the massive Hagia Sophia, the stunning Blue Mosque, and the maze-like Grand Bazaar. Then, for the perfect way to wrap up, relax on board a scenic Bosphorus Strait cruise back to the city. So don't miss out on this cultural gem in one of the world's most photogenic cities. Wow, what an epic tour of some truly majestic lighthouses! From lonely islands to bustling cities, each one blew us away with stunning coastal views and historical vibes. Make sure one of these architectural wonders land on your bucket list. You won't regret soaking up the scenic beauty and cultural experiences each destination offers. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on future adventures worldwide. Who knows, maybe next time we'll cover even more impressively located lighthouses just waiting to be discovered. Until then, safe travels and fair winds!